Black women and that we keep them in a safe space. But recent studies are showing that our mental health is faltering and that our community as we know it is crumbling. So what do we mean when we say protect Black women, and do you feel like we're truly protecting Black women's well-being? I'll ask. Move to the next one first.
Okay. When we speak to protecting Black women, I think it's an ideology. I think it's a hope. I think it's a dream. A dream deferred, if we're being honest, but a dream nevertheless. I think that we hope that our Black brothers and other Black sisters and Black folks in general will work to protect Black women, whether that is their assigned gender or not. You know, we hope that there will come a time and space where we know that regardless of what we do, regardless of what we say, we will be loved enough to be watched after and cared after. But I don't think we've reached that point at all.
I would like to answer what that looks like to me. What is protecting Black people look like? And I like that you said whether you are a man or a woman, because it is our job as Black women to also protect other Black women. You can't expect someone to protect you and you not protect the person that looks just like you. So I would say for me, that looks like necessarily being a shield. Not physically protecting somebody, but being a shield. If you see something, say something. If you know that this is going on, don't allow it. Interject. Put yourself in that person's shoes, and you shouldn't have to do that anyway, because as a decent human being, you should just want to be there for other people. But put yourself in their perspective, put yourself in their shoes. If somebody were to come down the street, catcall you, or somebody were to come down the street and physically touch you or hurt you, how would that make you feel? So, would you interject? Necessarily, and I hate the question of if that was your mom, if that was your sister, if that was your girlfriend, if that was your cousin, or anything like that. But if that were you, what would you do? Whether you're a male or a woman, protect them, interject.
I could definitely agree with that. I think that, like you said, it is a dream very much, because, now granted, it has nothing to do with nothing, but we can't even protect ourselves as one being in the body-based society. So I feel like it definitely is a dream, but I agree with what you said, there is strength in numbers. I feel like the more people that address rape culture or address certain things that go to like catcalling or something like that, like if it was one of those things where, like you said, it shouldn't matter who it is, it's just the fact that it's happening. I feel like if that was just a normal thing, like it was a normal thing if you see somebody getting catcalled, or if you see a girl at a bar having a drink and it's obviously somebody she don't want to talk to her, like, hey, go ahead and step in. You know what I'm saying? Like if that was a normal thing, or something that was, I think that's the start of protecting us. But I think it's way deeper than anything that we can really control. Because it goes back to like systematic racism. It goes back to us not being looked at as humans up until like the previous 100 years, whereas a white man's been seen as a white man all his life, and you can go as far back as you want. But a Black man or a Black woman just started getting seen as a human a few hundred years ago. So like you said, I think it's attainable, but we're nowhere near breaking the brick of protection for Black women.
Yeah. And just like increasing upon that, like what John said earlier about relationships being new, like I don't think it should just be like socially protecting Black women or physically protecting Black women. I think there's a wide mental aspect to protecting Black women there too, because earlier when we were talking about intersectionality, I think just acknowledging that intersectionality is protecting Black women in a sense, because I know it's there, but what am I doing to assist it? You know what I mean? Like, I think it more so revolves around assisting the troubles that y'all have within y'all's intersectionality. And like, helping, I don't want to say helping, because like, at the same time, y'all need that help, you know what I mean? But like, acknowledging and like assisting that, hey, there's another problem within this community. It needs to be acknowledged. It needs to be common. Like, we need to make it a common thing in an everyday life, because that's something we constantly overlook all the time. Like, it shouldn't be overlooked. It's like an injustice if it's overlooked. You know what I mean? So like, making it more normal.
I was thinking about the vice presidential debate, right, with Vice President Pence and now Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Shout out to her. And noticing how she kept having to reiterate, Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking, right? And the whole world was able to see that not only is this Black woman with her credentials having to reiterate the fact that her voice matters just as much as his, and what she has to say does as well, but this is happening in boardrooms. This is happening in bedrooms. This is happening in households. This is happening everywhere. And I think when we realize that things are happening, we have to put our biases aside. You know what I mean? How much better would it have been if the moderator had spoken to Vice President Pence speaking over Kamala as a woman?
Been accountable for it.
As a woman, knowing what place you have, knowing the authority you have, knowing the leadership that you have in this space. You're curating a conversation. The least thing you can do to your fellow woman, as Chaz was speaking to, is say, she's speaking. Let her speak. You know what I mean? Because you have that type of authority. But time and time again, we're having to be accountable within ourselves. We're having to hold people accountable. We're having to speak out for ourselves. And then it's like, we're so tired after all of that. We may not even have enough energy or even enough empathy to speak out for our fellows.